Gigi Berardi, reading FoodWISE, and I begin this section on advertising. We eat what we're told. We know that our sustainable, resilient, equitable agricultural web is strengthened nationally and locally when we make whole food choices. These include choices away from processed foods, heavy in corn and soy, typically produced on mono or duo crop farms with little farm-generated fertility. I think it's fairly accurate to say that our big brand barbecue chips aren't coming from integrated farms. So, do we choose organic chips? How do we decide? What are the influences on our decisions? It is clear that beliefs drive our choices, and in our very connected world, advertising has become a major influence on shaping our beliefs. Advertising presents information, words, pictures, sounds, colors, to persuade us to buy a particular product or service. The labels on food products can be considered another front in the persuasion battle waged by companies to win us over, as much as a medium of useful information. Labels on food packages influence consumers in various ways. Low-fat labels strongly influence food buying, regardless of how new, even when the calorie content is not much different than that of other foods. Tags such as new, improved, and healthy also sell products, regardless of how new or improved they actually are. Even wine labels have considerable influence. Did you know that the place name, a California Chardonnay versus a South Carolina one, can affect how much wine you drink, which in turn affects how much food you consume? A homey label, like Grandma's sugar cookies, everyone knows that fat is bad, right? And homemade is better. Advertisers play on beliefs like these. Those homey labels sell products, giving consumers as many reasons as possible to think that buying this food now is the best choice they have. So I'm talking about choices, and the article tonight is from the Seattle Times, and it is looking at spikes, at resurgences in many states of COVID-19 and why that is. And they are tracing this to mask fatigue, if you will, people not wearing masks as an act of defiance. And as a result, we're seeing spikes in cases. As I said, very, very early in March, it seems like once a peak is reached, it takes about 4 months to get down to a level of infectious cases that would allow release of restrictions on social distancing and a return, if you will, although I don't like using the term, to normal. So we're nowhere near that now. And I'll just quote the Seattle Space Needle: wear masks.